What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is a Daredevil Born Again custom minifigure showcase. And, with the finale, I feel like it'd be cool if I made these figures in Lego. So I went ahead and did that. Some of them are more accurate than others, but this is what I got. So we're going to start with Matt. Alright, so here's Matt. He's got just black legs and black arms. They're just plain black with tan hands. So that's pretty common. I mean, if you have any Lego, it's probably easy to get that. The head is from the 2012 or 2014 Hawkeye, and the torso is Agent Coulson from I don't even remember the set, but it was like a Iron Man flying car thing with some like red, blue, and yellow character, red, blue, and white, yellowish character, kind of like Iron Man. I don't know. I forget that set name, but then the head, or not the head, sorry, the hair is just some flat brown hair piece that I already had. That also comes from Agent Coulson, so that's pretty easy. So that's Matt. Oh yeah, and there's the grade stick for his walking stick, but that's Matt. Alright, moving on. This is Karen Page. This is a pretty easy figure if you have the parts. So the hair, we'll just start top to down. So the hair is just ginger Batgirl hair. That's where I got it. And then the head is Scarlet Witch's head from the Infinity Saga. Flip it around, it's just that. But I feel like since I didn't have any like hair that was blonde, so I felt like my next best bet would be the ginger hair. So the torso is from MJ. I think that's MJ. Yeah, that's MJ from No Way Home sets, and then with tan hands again, and then it's just dark blue legs. So that's pretty easy. Moving on, this is Foggy. So here's the thing, right? So Foggy has the hair from Steve Rogers, but he also sorry. What I was meaning to say here was his pants should be that color. However, I don't think I have any in my collection. I mean, I probably do, but looking around here, I don't think I do. So that pants will have to do for him. But sorry, back to the video. So hair is from Steve Rogers from literally any Captain America or Avenger set. He probably has hair. The head is from an Aquaman set. It's from it's like a Bat submarine set. He has two heads, or two faces, angry and smiley. I feel like this was a good hairpiece because obviously the beard. So yeah. Torso is from a Star Wars character. It came from the Book of Boba Fett with tan hands and then dark brown pants. Moving on to Daredevil. So this figure is half custom because the top right here, the head and torso, as well as the bars there, all come from the actual figure. However, the legs come from the Infinity Saga Star-Lord from the jet that he is, and dark red hands with dark red arms with black hands, and the legs are dual molded. And I feel like to make it more accurate to the actual show, you can flip the torso around so it's like that, because he doesn't actually have the double D's. But I feel like it looks more proper for Daredevil. Like, obviously this isn't show accurate. It would be more accurate if you flipped it around, but I wanted to still keep double D's. So there you go. Moving on, this is Bullseye. This figure is actually pretty cool. So we're gonna start with his gun. This gun is two parts. It's just one of those it's one of the old gun pieces. It's in black, but they have since upgraded it. But this is the most accurate gun I found to the scene. And then this is just a bar piece or extender, because he had a silencer, so that's just what I did. And that's his gun. His arms and hands both come from or sorry, not his hands, but his arms come from the Black Widow figure. There's been quite a few of those, so it's pretty easy. Then black hands, obviously, like I said. The legs also come from the Black Widow, so it's kind of a double whammy if you get that. The head is from a Captain America. The only thing I have a problem with is it doesn't cover his mouth. It only goes around. So if there's a head that also covers his mouth, that'd be best. But if you can't find any, you can use a J mask because it's blue. But then it would look more like a ninja, and he's not really like that. But whatever. This is the most accurate head I have found. So yeah. The torso is from Shang-Chi. It's not from the actual figure, but one from... Sorry. Damn. It's from one of the figures in the Shang-Chi sets. So that's the torso. And I just felt like this is the most accurate. The head, obviously, double-sided. So he's smiling and angry. Yeah. Moving on to Fisk. He uses torso and legs from Mr. Knight from the CMF Series 2 of Marvel CMFs. The hands are just tan, as well as the head, and that's just a Loki head, which you could also get from the CMFs. But if you can't find that, you can also get the head from many other things, like there's Lex Luthor. The head has been reused quite a few times. And if for whatever reason you don't have this head at all, you could also just use a regular Stormtrooper head, because it's just an angry head. And I added this because this is accurate to comics at least. So he has the black bar with a black lightsaber hilt piece and then a clear jewel going around. So that's what I did for Fisk. What's Fisk without Vanessa? So this was actually my original Fisk figure, just minus the head and hair. Because what I did before Daredevil Born Again came out, I didn't have Mr. Knight, right? So I didn't have this torso or legs. But this was my original Fisk. I just took this off and the head and put it onto Mr. Knight. But yeah, this is Vanessa. She uses just plain white arms and legs, tan hands again. The torso is from a Ninjago figure from one of the sets from 2021. And then it's just a ponytail hairpiece in brown. And I think this is a Black Widow head. So Black Widow's pretty good for this custom minifigure showcase because quite a few parts of Black Widow are put into it. So there's Vanessa. This is Kirsten McDuffie. I think it's Kirsten or Kirstine. It's Kirsten, right? But yeah, this is the lawyer with Matt at his law firm, his new office. So this uses the arms, torso, and legs from Pepper Potts. And then the head, I believe this head is from one of the TIE pilots from a mini polybag thing. Or not a polybag, but like one of those microfighter things, I think. Don't quote me. And then the hair is just from another Shang-Chi figure from the set. So that's that. Here we have Hector Ayala, or White Tiger. So this uses the head and torso as well as the arms and hands from the actual White Tiger figure. The only custom thing I did was the legs, which is just Yelena's legs from the Black Widow set. So I just felt like that added more to the legs. But again, you can use other legs, like just plain white. That's just part of the figure. You could also use just a Stormtrooper leg, like Stormtrooper legs, because that also has the black with it. But I feel like I tested it with the Stormtroopers. It looks kind of funky, so I think this is the most natural looking, at least, to me. But yeah, that's White Tiger. So this is Muse. This is probably one of my favorite customs from my collection here. And it's pretty cool because it looks quite accurate to him. So starting again top to bottom, so he has a black toque piece you can get that from like any winter set really, as long as it's in black. You could also use gray, but it's not exactly accurate to the scene. He does have black. The head is from Mr. Knight, which again, torso from Kingpin, as well as the legs from Mr. Knight. So Mr. Knight's head goes here. So it's pretty. I mean, it's not red, but it has that eye general thing, shape in the face and everything. So that's just what I've seen and found. The arms just plain white with black hands. Torso is a flipped rhino figure from like 2014. So it's kind of like, I don't know. That's what I found was most accurate and also fit the most. And then obviously just plain gray legs because that's what he has. Now, before I start with this, you would need black handcuffs and probably black hands to make it most accurate. But this is Dex when he's finally able to leave prison. The head and hairs from Hawkeye. Then he has just plain dark orange arms and legs with tan hands, and then some torso. I don't even remember. I think this is from one of the biker people from those sets. I don't have exactly a jumpsuit, a prison jumpsuit, so this is the best I had to do. And then obviously, like I said, black handcuffs and maybe black hands because he has like these big gauntlets almost for his hands and everything because he's actually crazy. So that's that. But I didn't have it. Like I have it, but I don't know where it is. So that's Dex. All right, I'm doing 4 here. This is the anti-vigilante task force characters that I have. 2 of them, which are these 2, these are actually fully custom. These aren't actual characters. But I just felt like since there was so many of them and they didn't really have as many names and whatnot, I just put that. So those 2 are custom. It's just War Machine turned around torso, War Machine legs, black hands and arms. This gun is from the Punisher from the Daily Bugle. This is a Sandman head, and then Steve Rogers hair again. This silver gun, you can get that from Boba's throne room. Again, like I said, Foggy's torso comes from that. Black hands and arms. The torso is from Bucky from the Civil War set. Head is from Infinity War Thor, and then the hair again, Steve Rogers. And the legs, I'm pretty sure that's from Black Widow as well. But it could just be a different, I don't even remember what, to be honest. These 2 are the real figures. These 2 are actually in it. Now, I don't remember their names exactly. However, this guy was the guy that sat in front of the spoilers, again, obviously. So this guy is the guy that sat in front of the Punisher in the last episode. He's like talking to him, sitting down. I forget his name again, but that's him. He has the hair from T'Challa from the CMF series, head from Shang-Chi, torso is from another Shang-Chi character, just not flipped around actually. Black arms and hands, just plain, and these pants are just more like armored, kind of samurai-like ninja pants, I guess. Armored, and this is just a plain black gun. And last but not least for that, this is the other guy. This is a lot of these anti-vigilante task force characters should have the Punisher torso, but I only have one, so I can't really do that. However, this is the second best I can do. But yeah, so this guy, again, pants are just like the other ones, plain black arms, gray hands, and then this is a Black Widow torso flipped around, so that's cool. Long head, and then this hair is from Falcon from CMF series. And I just gave him a walkie-talkie just to switch it up because the other 3 had guns, and then I just added that thing. So that's pretty cool. And last but not least, this is the Punisher. So head and torso and arms are from the actual Punisher figure. The hair is from a Tony Stark figure from the recent kind of sets because he's been using that hair recently. But then they switched back to spiky hair, which doesn't really make sense. Like I said, black arms, just tan hands. And the pants, again, I think this is Black Widow, if not something else. He has just a plain gun, and then just a knife. Arms, you could also switch it for a dual molded black and tan arms. It's a thing, but I don't have it, which would be more accurate. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. See you guys in the next one. Peace.